Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fight week is here. Fight, guys. This is not Ripley, believe it or not. This is a fact. The fight is only 2 days away. Guys, I'm talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. I am talking about how Keith Thurman initially was the favorite over Manny Pacquiao. And like the flip of a coin, Manny Pacquiao's not a favorite. Plus, we have some UK action, Whyte versus Rivas. Guys, we have all that and more. Guys, please come in, smash the like button. We are going to, listen, we are going to do some Michael Phelps shit. We're going to dive right into this, guys. Backstroke, freestyle, our way through this video. And get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it, man. Come on in, smash the like button, guys. If you have not, please, I encourage you, please subscribe to the channel. Join the blaze to keep the fire going. Let's get it. First I'm going to talk about is Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. For obvious reasons, that is the fight of the weekend. That's the fight. That's the one people want to see. Has Keith Thurman been like an old transmission? Has he slipped that much? Or would a 40-year-old senator prove that some like wine, he continues to get better with time? Or at least slows down his aging process to teach these young cats a lesson? Guys, we have to talk. Now, like many of us, I felt Manny Pacquiao, if the Manny Pacquiao would have fought that version of Keith Thurman that fought Jose Cito Lopez, that Manny Pacquiao would have beat the mitre breaks off of him. He would have beat Keith Thurman until he even wore down his rotors. Beat the shit out of him is in so many words. But style makes fights. That was Keith Thurman's first fight back. I get it. Didn't look so good, but got the win. I get it. And I understand why Manny Pacquiao picked Keith Thurman. It wasn't a cherry pick. A cherry pick is like an obvious person you're going to whoop ass. Like obvious. You know, like if Canelo picking Amir Khan. That was a cherry pick for Canelo. That was a cherry pick. But, you know, he did pick the weakest link that offered a good payday. Sean Porter would have been a damn good fight, but the payday probably wouldn't have been as sweet. It'd been like eating cornflakes and milk. Yeah, it's okay, but it wouldn't have been as sweet if you put a little sugar in it. But I think this fight, guys, listen, I'm not gonna lie, man. Mentally, I have been back and forth on this fight, trying to convince myself to stay with my pick, trying to just predict what's going to happen when what's going to happen is really unpredictable, but some of us will still be right because you have to. If I predict he's going to win, voila. If I predict he's going to lose, somebody else predict the other person's going to win, somebody got to be right. Somebody. Right? Left? I don't know. Let's talk about the odds. You know what I'm going to do, guys? Let me really, because I got my vocal cord issues. Let me really watch how I speak, because I know for a fact, as the hair bumps on my arm starts to form, I am going live tomorrow for this fight. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I am going live for the full fight card. You can bet. Ooh, I ain't gonna say that. And guys, I'm going live for Dylan Whyte versus Rivas as well. I will be working. Just as Lola will be twerking, or at least shaking them hips, I will be working. If you don't know Lola, guys, Lola, this is an image of her, a still image in this picture if you're looking at it. She will be working. And I will be back at it, like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Let me talk. Keith Thurman was the favorite in this fight when this fight initially made. I, for one, T-Dub, did agree. Because Keith Thurman is a counterpuncher. And as invincible as we like to see some of these godly type fighters, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, these guys that over time, at once upon a time you hated these guys, once upon a time you loved these guys, but when these guys fight and fight and fight and cross the decades, there's a certain amount of respect that out of nowhere you realize, even if you hated this person, like, you found yourself sometimes cheering for these people or respecting them more. Like Floyd Mayweather. Some people still hate him, you know? But Manny Pacquiao is in that group that sometimes you just want to cheer for. Sometimes you just want to see win. Or maybe you hate Keith Thurman that much, you just don't like his style, or you just don't like his personality. Because I hear a lot of people say they don't like Keith Thurman's style. I don't believe that's the case, because I'm being honest. I think Keith Thurman, for the most part, he's in pretty good fights. I think you don't like his personality. How he talks in the third person, you know. How he was maybe missing for a while, but still says he's the best. But you can't say his style. The dude can fight, can counterpunch, can jab, good check hook, good lead hook, good straight right hand, can move. Now, I don't know about the dance floor, but he can move in that square circle, which I still don't know why they call a square a circle, but square circle, I guess. I guess the boxers go round and round. I don't know, shit. I guess I should know, but I don't know. Guys, that is a good Google for today. Google why is a boxing ring that is for sure a square called a circle. But, all right, the square circle. I don't know, I guess because the boxers, they tell you, move around, go in a circle. You're in a square, but you're supposed to move in a circle motion because they teach you not to go backwards. That's the best I can come up with. At least what I tell my fighters, don't go backwards, move left to right. Or if you do go back, immediately start circling right or left. You're taught to circle. Hey, maybe I convinced myself that's why. It's a good logical reason, right? Guys, let me check something. Let me check. Come on, oh, man. Oh, my boy, MBT Boxing, bro. I haven't seen you in forever and a day, bro. How you doing, man? Hey, man, what's going on with Australia? Bro, listen, man. MBT, if you still listen, bro. Bro, when I go live tomorrow, I want to do I want to call you, man, either on Skype or Facebook or something. Or what is it? Google Hangouts, bro. I gotta get your input live on the stream. I know you might be live at the same time. That's cool. That's cool. We can, kind of cross whatever. We gotta set that up, man. But if you got Facebook, look me up on Facebook. What's Blazing the Sports? Shoot me a link. All right, let's get back to it. Keith Thurman was favored, and I do get it. Pacquiao is 40. He's not as fast. He is not displaying the power that we once witnessed and many fighters felt. But he's here. And because of the Jeff Horn fight, which, listen, I felt Manny Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn, but I get it if you felt Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, because Pacquiao did not look like the normal Pacquiao. He didn't have that success. He had a chance to get Jeff Horn out of there in the 9th round. He did not, and Jeff Horn bounced back in the 10th round. But the moral of this is Pacquiao looked the same. He didn't. Even if you felt he won, like I did, he didn't look the same. Bounced back with Matisse in a tailor-made fight for him, and he won. Now, the win, to me, that showed me that Pacquiao has a lot left in the tank is when he fought Broner. Now, guys, I get it. Adrian Broner sometimes fight like he just got arrested, like his hands are in handcuffs. You are free. Swing. Fight back. He's punching. You punch back. The first half of that fight, I think I probably had either 3-3 or 4-2. A very competitive first 6 rounds. I don't remember exactly. I called that fight live. Let's just put it in after that. Because Maidana did to him. I guess, you know what? You know how they always say fisticuffs, basically, when they talk about someone. But with Adrian Broner, and he couldn't swing. Pacquiao made an adjustment. Instead of throwing that left hand straight at Broner, Adrian Broner was ducking to and started to land that left hand, and then throwing a follow-up left hand to where Adrian Broner was raising to. Listen, let's get to this, man. Keith Thurman was favored to win. Now he's not. Now Manny Pacquiao is favorite. Guys, I just want to ask you, because I'm telling you, I don't know what changed. Did Pacquiao and Thurman do more or less leading up to this fight that made the odds bettors change their bets? I mean, what changed from Keith Thurman being the favorite until now? Listen, guys, we have seen before that, let's say, if Floyd Mayweather's favorite to win, but fight time come, the odds would get closer. Right? Get closer. There's not many times I've seen one guy clearly favorite to now a huge swing. The other guy is not a favorite. But here's another question. Is Manny Pacquiao rightfully favorite? Is he truly the one that should be favorite? Keith Thurman been out for 2 years, came back and struggled against Jose Cito Lopez and skated by with a win. Listen, we can all say he's going to be better in this fight, but we don't know. Now, while you guys chew on that, munch on that for thought, food for thought, just food, eat, guys. MBT said we can definitely hit me up, bro. Close fight I watched is 7 times. I kept having different, gosh, I wish this app was better. Different winner. Just can't go with the robbery native. MBT, bro, if you have Facebook, man, look me up. Or Instagram. Guys, listen, if you ever want to follow T-Dub or get a hold of me, you can Instagram me, What's Blazing the Sports. You can Twitter. I need to be more active, but hit me up. Twitter, What's Blazing the Sports. Facebook, I'm more active. What's Blazing the Sports. Guys, listen, if you type in What's Blazing or What's Blazing the Sports, you're going to find me. Matter of fact, just type in What's Blazing. Besides a blunt, it would be me. Now let's get back at it. Hold on, let me check something. I'm going to go back one more time. And guys, excuse me. When I read this, I will be late. Because YouTube and this app. Alright guys, what up? We back. Hopefully this treated it like double dutch and watched it skip and jump right back into the last stream. But let's get it. So, I would say this, though. I said it a couple of times as well. VADA is only required for the WBC, but guys, people look at VADA like if anybody's going to bust something, VADA would be the one to bust your ass. Ask Big Baby Miller or anybody else that got busted. Typically, they were under more than one drug screening, but VADA was the one that typically reported their findings, if found anything. And even though VADA is not involved, most people say that if you're not using VADA, then you're cheating. Now, I gotta be guilty because I said this. I favored Keith Thurman 60% to win this fight. When I heard that neither party is enforcing, because that's what it would be. They would be enforcing VADA because VADA is not included. A lot of these things in the body use their own drug testing, facility of their choice. WBC is the one that uses the clean boxing program, and VADA is the one that does it. When I heard that, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought about how the first fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather did not work out because of refusing to take the drug test. I'm like, I don't know. Ooh, somebody trying to put that juice in them. Somebody trying to put that battery in their back. I don't know. I was like, I don't know, man. This might be a 50-50 fight now. But let's keep rapping, man. Guys, excuse me. When I do struggle, and I will struggle to read your text, if you say something, it's simply because this app is horrible, for one. Two, I'm losing connection, which fucking sucks. And I'm not at home to jump right back in my same live stream. Let me check something real quick while we work, because we're working. Okay, I think I'm back. Let's see this. Let me see. I got IG, NBT Boxing, and Twitter, and Facebook. Okay. I got you. I'm hitting you up, homie. So let's get back to this work, man. Let's talk about this work. To me, let me talk about this. Remember, guys, I'm throwing stuff out there. Stuff to come to my head, I'm letting it go, and I'm let you guys put in your hands and see how we're going to work with this, all right? So, Keith Thurman says he's betting. Here's the best, guys. The first one came out was a $10,000 bet that he was going to stop Manny Pacquiao within the first 2 rounds. Now, there's been an update, and this was here from Keith Thurman, that he's betting that he's going to stop Manny Pacquiao within the first 2 rounds. Also, he got a bet on round 7, and then he got a bet on the overall decision. Basically, I guess if it goes to a decision, he got himself. But let me ask you a question. If you got that many bets, overall decision, round 7, plus the first 2 rounds, are you really that sure of yourself that you're going to stop Manny in the first 2 rounds? And then I'm going to ask you another question. If you make a bet like that on yourself, that you're going to stop a man in 2 rounds, does that put extra stress on you to do so? Are you putting extra stress on you to live up to something that you said? You said you're going to go out here and do this. If you don't do it, win, lose, or draw, they're going to hold it against you. If you don't do it and you lose, they're going to say, well, why didn't you do what you say you're going to do? If you do it, and it's going to put you in a bigger line. See, my thing is, if Keith Thurman really goes out there and goes for fucking broke in the first 2 rounds, that's going to favor Manny Pacquiao. That's going to favor Manny Pacquiao because even though Keith Thurman is not a slow fighter, he's not a super fast fighter, and even though Manny Pacquiao has slowed down some, he is still fast. And that left hand is like a zip line. That thing is coming straight and right down the pipe. And if Keith Thurman decides to exchange with Pacquiao, Keith Thurman typically throws 2 or 3 big punches and then he goes to a defensive shell. If he's in that phone booth fight, toe to toe, he gonna throw bow bow bow, and then he gonna get back to defense. After that bow bow bow, Manny Pacquiao is still gonna be throwing. Once Keith Thurman goes bow bow bow, he's gonna be hearing boo 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 boo. And remember, guys, when you throw with fast hands like that, sometimes a fast hand fighter can actually beat you to the punch. And the only thing that beats fast hands is timing. And one thing that Keith Thurman does have is timing, which makes me believe that I don't know who's going to win. I don't know. With that being said, I don't know who's going to win. Pacquiao has the speed to punch in between punches. Keith Thurman has timing to time the punches. I don't know. Does E really equals MC squared? I don't know. Is she pregnant or not? I bust without a condom. I don't know. It's a good fight, man. This is a good fight. If it was a prime Pacquiao, I think Pacquiao was for sure be the favorite. Guys, I'm going to rap a little bit and I'm going to go to the chat in a couple minutes. Because I know I ain't going to be able to see it. I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle trying to read it. But I promise you I will do my best. If I can't, please understand I am trying. So I'm going to rap for a couple minutes. The old Manny Pacquiao will clearly be the favorite. But listen, the old Manny Pacquiao is no longer here. We have an old Manny Pacquiao. The old Manny Pacquiao would beat Keith Thurman, but the old Manny Pacquiao is not fighting Keith Thurman. An old Manny Pacquiao is. But Keith Thurman said something right, and he was very calm. See, the one thing about, not Keith Thurman, I apologize, Manny Pacquiao. This whole thing, Mike, Manny Pacquiao, he can't be rattled, man. If he was a snake, he would not be a rattlesnake. I don't think he's never really rattled. I think, literally, I'm not sure if you can trash talk and rattle him. Unless you disrespect his family or his religion. Think about this. He faced Adrian Broner, shit talker. Floyd Mayweather Jr., shit talker. And Keith Thurman does shit talk. But to me, guys, the true art of shit talking, or let's say smack talking, right? The true art of it is if you can get inside your opponent's head before you step in the ring. Now, if you do something inside the ring and it makes them adjust differently, that's not smack talking. That's whatever your God-gifted abilities has done to force that person to fight out of the ordinary. But it's what you say before the fight. To me, Floyd Mayweather was good because he was so good at smack talking. Not only did he get in his opponent's head, he got in the fans' heads because they still hate him. In the words of Deontay Wilder, to this day, they hate him of all races. White, black, Mexican. It don't matter. They hate him. To me, I looked at Floyd Mayweather smack talking like WWE. I knew what it was meant for, and it was effective. But for a lot of people, that shit really hit them home. It was that nerve that cracked the iceberg in two. Bitch, I'm hot. It was like being in the winter and one day you waking up is 99 degrees outside. Bitch, I'm hot. And you're the reason. I don't believe Keith Thurman trash talk. Now, hear me out. I don't believe his trash talk is that good enough to rattle Manny Pacquiao. I think Keith Thurman trash talk is good enough to sell fights. When I hear Keith Thurman's trash talk, it lets me know he's witty. He's quick thinker. He can put together words well. He sounds like a cross between a fighter talking smack and an analyst that's trying to entertain at the same time. Keith Thurman sounds like an entertainer. And if somebody talking smack to me sound like an entertainer, I know you're just doing to sell fucking tickets. You know? And when they ask Manny, damn, I'm past my 2 minutes, ain't I? All right, give me 30 more seconds. When they ask Manny Pacquiao about the things that Keith Thurman said, you know, about what they call them, T-Rex arms, and he's going to crucify him. I will say this. When Keith Thurman said crucify, Pacquiao did look a certain way. I got to say that. I got to admit. Pacquiao did look a certain way. But when Manny Pacquiao, I don't remember the exact sequence when he responded, but when he started naming off his resume, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Ricky Hatton, you know, the people he fought, Oscar De La Hoya, when he named off his resume, it made you realize that, I'm going to be honest, there's not shit this man hasn't went through. Now, I'm not saying he weathered every storm, because he does have losses. But he has seen it all, which to me, I haven't seen anything that Keith Thurman said or done to really rattle Pacquiao to act out of his norm before getting a fight. Because to be honest, I think Pacquiao just like fighting. Look at the guy, look at his resume. When you look at this resume, you see why Manny Pacquiao will, for sure, be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Margarito. And think about the size of some of these guys compared to what he was at that time. Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, you know, Ricky Hatton, Timothy Bradley, Brandon Rios. Now that was a cherry pick out of this world. But let me go to the chat, guys. Let's do this. If it doesn't restart on me, because it's not wanting to go. What's going on? There we go. All right, guys. I'm back into the chat right now. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna try to read some of these chats. Okay, guys, I see some few different names. Shout out to Frank West in the building, the one and the only. Bobby, is it Catalano in the building? Hello, Bobby, my love, how are you? In the building. Rivas in the building, what's happening? Don Dotto, salute, what's blazing with you, homie? All right, let's go to it. Close, okay, read that. I think I kind of read this one. The odds change in Pac's favor when they announce there is no VADA testing. LOL, but they fail to remember Pacquiao often does not do VADA, including the Jeff Horn fight. Okay. Frank West says Pac-Man in 8. You know, listen, Frank, it's hard for me to see Pac-Man stopping Thurman because, listen, I don't think Thurman's, I'm just being honest, I don't think he's afraid to run. If he's hurt, I don't think he's afraid to fucking run and survive to the next round. When Collazo hurt him to a body, that motherfucking Thurman was getting it. Then he survives and come out and he fights. When Sean Porter hurt him to the body, that Thurman avoids fucking action. Like a virgin and a prostitute trying to give him some. Then he comes back out and he fights. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if Pacquiao gets a knockout. I don't know. We have to see, man. I think Pacquiao's still a vicious puncher, but is he punching with the force that he was punching with when he was making Oscar De La Hoya quit, when he was knocking out Ricky Hatton, when he broke fucking Miguel Cotto down like a fraction? I don't know if he's punching like that. When he making Tim Bradley do tumbleweeds in the goddamn ring. I repeat, this goddamn Bradley did a backwards tumbleweed in the ring. Is he still punching with that amount? Does he have that amount of leverage on his punches? This fight might come down to decision. And if it comes down to a decision, guys. Now, I'm not talking about who we think will win. But if it comes down to a decision, and let's say it's close. Let's say you might thought Thurman won by 2 rounds. Maybe you thought Pacquiao won by 2 rounds. It's a close fight. The boxing world, in my eyes, tends to always have an agenda. Do they give it to Thurman because he is younger, future champion, and they can see him matching up with the other fighters? And if they give it to Thurman because Manny Pacquiao has a rematch clause, that it will guarantee a second fight if it's close now, if it's close. Because Pacquiao will say, listen, I thought I won that fight. I was robbed. I want my rematch. And they're going to get another big pay-per-view fight, especially if people felt that Pacquiao won. Or is Pacquiao a big enough star? And will they give him the victory? He's a living legend that's fighting actively in the game. He's not reporting. He's not commentating. This motherfucker is trading fists. Fists of fury. The Pac-Man is trying to gobble up the ghost. But is Keith Thurman going to catch the Pac-Man before he gets to that pellet that have the power to take on that ghost? With boxing, see, if the boxing world give it to the younger fighter who can make big fights for other fighters, or give it to Pacquiao, living legend, and you know if he wins, any fight Pacquiao does with another champion or even a top fighter, it will be pay-per-view. Danny Garcia, pay-per-view. Mikey Garcia, pay-per-view. Earl Spence Jr. vs. Sean Porter winner, pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford, pay-per-view. That one, I don't know yet. Honestly, I have to wait and see what happens. What else we got? Hello, Bobby. Hi, everyone. Rivas, hi. What's going on? Lola, I am here to join you, honey. Salute T-Dub. Don Donna, what's cracking? Hey, man, listen. Lola is going to be moving fight night. Listen, guys. I hope I have a packed crowd. I'm going to hopefully I can get my boy on the line. We're going to be doing some simultaneously talking, calling the fight a little bit. That's my boy, MBT. One of the first to ever come to my channel and actually super chat. And when he did come through, he threw a I believe it was a 50 spot. I believe it's a 50. No. It was 100. It was 100. MBT came through and did a C-note table slap. And I want to get him on the phone, man. Really cool dude. Guys, look up MBT, man. Really cool dude. I don't know how active he's been in a while. I haven't seen it, but it's really cool dude, man. Let me see. All right. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Is it Rivi? Also, Pac-Man, you very hurt. He will give you a break he did that. Miguel Cotto and Margarito. Oh, you said if Pac-Man does have you, he'll give you a break. But you got to think about it, man. I mean, I guess because even though he dropped Cotto in the third round, he beat the shit out of Cotto until Cotto quit. And Margarito, I don't remember. I know he beat Margarito. I don't know if he stopped Margarito or not. I don't know. I gotta go back and watch that. Frank West was cracking. Pac-Man need to hit that eyebrow all night. He says, Cotto bigger than Keith Thurman. You know what, bro? Listen, I mean, the one thing about Manny Pacquiao, let me go back in the chat too. Maybe I got some new ones, I don't know. Oh, American Monster in the building was blazing, homie. He says, all that is true about Manny, but at 40 years of age, what is that? One time is just too much. Rivas says, real talk 100%. WBC look at Omar fight belt for inactive. How Keith Thurman keeping his belts. See, I'm going to have to read that. I'm going to have to read that a little bit more. Certain parts of my phone, I can read it better. Certain parts, I can't. Guys, you know what I'm going to do here? Since I did say this is about Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, guys, listen. Please continue to question the things about Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. But since I am about 21 minutes in, I'm just going to... Listen, I'm calling this fight too, guys. But I want to talk about it just a little bit. Dylan Whyte versus Rivas. Now, Eddie Hearn has been saying that, guys, I don't know why I got hungry out of nowhere. I shouldn't be hungry, but isn't that crazy, man, when hunger just hits you out of nowhere and like, I am hungry, bro. You're doing a video and I am hungry. But I know I ate some meatloaf and corn on the cob. All right, let's go. Eddie Hearn has been saying that Dylan Whyte deserves his shot. 600 days as ranked number 1. He deserves his shot. Right? Some people agree. Many people say, listen, he does not deserve his shot. They told him what to do to get his shot. He said no. And then, just a couple of days ago, I did a video. If you have not seen it, guys, remember, guys, all my videos are on demand free. Just click on it and watch. There's a few ads they try to generate a little revenue for the channel, you know. But they're on there. Eddie Hearn said that the WBC has made this fight for the mandatory position, and that the winner between the rematch Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will be forced to face the winner between Whyte and Rivas by May 18th of next year. Now, remember, guys, the rematch with Fury versus Wilder is rumored to be around February the 22nd, probably give or take a few days, which means that the winner would immediately, the champion, would immediately, under 3 months, will have to turn around and fight Dylan Whyte, who will be on a complete rest probably after this fight. To me, I don't believe that part is true. If it is true, I'm saying one thing right now, the WBC is truly being unfair to either champion. If Wilder wins again, since he just beat a mandatory, and they forced to fight in less than 3 months, or if Fury just won, or Fury wins, have to turn around in less than 3 months. Remember, Fury is going to fight, and then turn around and fight Wilder if ever, listen. And guys, there's so many fucking ifs, man. Because if, listen, there's another if right here, another if. That's a good reason why ifs are just ifs. Because if was fifths, we both would be drunk out of our goddamn mind and probably enjoying life a little bit better. One drink at a time. But if Andy Ruiz beats Joshua in a rematch, then Wilder may try to pursue an undisputed matchup. There's so many ways this can be spent. But that's going off a track. That's a whole new rabbit hole that deserves its own video. Because once I go so deep down that rabbit hole, I'm not going to be able to get back. Especially talking about Thurman and Pacquiao, and I want to get back to that. But here's one thing that was announced. This was announced on WBC verified Twitter. They did make Rivas versus Whyte for the mandatory position. So right there, that is good. That is good for the winner between Whyte and Rivas, right? But I'm being honest. Dylan Whyte could have already had that spot a long time ago if he would have just fought Ortiz or fought Brazil when Brazil initially offered. But you know what would be crazy, guys? You know what would be crazy? What if Rivas some kind of way wins this goddamn fight? I'm just throwing another what if out there. What if Dylan Whyte, who has been been number one for 600 days, some kind of way finally gets what he wants? And when I mean gets what he wants, he picked the fighter he want to fight for the position he wants. Finally, he did it. He picked Rivas, and he's going to fight him, and it's for the mandatory position, and he lose. What if he loses? Wow. That would be like, what the, oh my gosh. And now Rivas is mandatory for the winner between Wilder versus Fury, if that happens, because we don't know what's going to happen. But guys, I am going to call that fight. Dylan Whyte versus Rivas. It is a heavyweight fight. In any heavyweight fight with 9 fighters, I'm going to do my best to call it. Because you know what? We need to start showing more spotlight on these fighters. To me, the heavyweight division is not that deep yet. It needs to be bigger. It needs to be. Because back in the old days, the heavyweight fight, there was a lot more players. In the welterweight days, when Floyd Mayweather was around, there was a lot of more players. Think about how many times, think about this, for damn near 6 years, Floyd Mayweather had enough fighters to fight and put on pay-per-view. For 6 years. And Manny Pacquiao did the same thing without fighting each other. Without fighting each other. I don't know the heavyweight division got that many players to do it. At least no pay-per-view. But I'm going to go to the chat, and we are going to go back to talking about Pacquiao versus Thurman and whatever else comes to mind. If you want to talk about Whyte, you can do it. I will answer your questions if I can read them. But let's go back in. Did anybody new join the chat? Let's find out. I think I said shout out to American Monster. Shout out to Riva in the building. Don Dada. Strap Book Boxing is in the building. Hello, my boxing friend, the boxing historian. How are you? Marvin in the building. What is blazing with you, homie? All right. Let's read some chats. All right. How for? Where am I down to? Oh, this I'm not. Here we go. All right, this is what Don Dada. I think I can read this now, Don Dada. If WBC took Omar Figueroa's belt for inactivity, how keep Thurman keep his belt? Fire, fire, fire. Because listen, bro, listen. This is all politics, man. It's all politics. The same way that they give Canelo a franchise belt. It's all politics, man. It's all politics. Who can make us more money with the belt? That's what it is. Think about this. Regendow went up 2 weight classes. I think this might have been for the WBA, maybe. Regendow got stripped for his title and didn't even fight in his weight class. But other fighters were allowed to do similar moves and did not get stripped. If they like you or not, that's what it's about. Do you make them the money they want or not? Do they want to promote somebody else or not? Do they like you as a champion or not? Scrapbook Boxing was good, bro. What's blazing in sports? Blazing with you, Scrapbook Boxing. This is my lunchtime edition. Is where T-Dubs, when T-Dub is at work, and this is my time to take a moment out of my day, an hour, and relax, eat, or do whatever I want. I take my time, and I make time for us to talk boxing. So maybe you at work, and I'm help passing your day. Maybe you're on lunch. Maybe you're at home. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you want to hear what T-Dub has to say about boxing. So I give you my lunchtime edition. I give you work when I'm working. So we're working. Let's work. Let's get with this chat. Salute. Okay. Correct what's blazing. Facts. That would be crazy. Salute. Marvin Net. I hope I'm pushing Marvin Net 1. I'm Marvin Net. Salute. I'll be there, bro. Hey, Scrapbook, please come, bro. Listen, I'm going live. I'm gonna do both events, right? But I know, man. I don't know if I can do it like I did it before. I think it was a one-time thing, but I hope the YouTube gods bless me. When I covered Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner, that fight right now, that video is currently at 886,000 views. Guys, even if you've seen that video, please go back and review it again. Help that video get 1 million. I never had a video in my life reach 1 million. I'm telling you right now, that's a small but big accomplishment for me. It's for that video to reach 1 million. I hope it does. One day. All right. Let's see what else we got. What time is it over there? It's 21:21 in Spain. You in Spain? Oh man. 21:21, 11:21. Where you at? It is. I'm Central Time. It is. I guess for you it'd be 14:23 here. And if you are on the East Coast of the USA, you are 15:23. And if you are Pacific, you would be 12:23, I believe. Let me see. Thanks so much for putting in this work. Yes, sir, Don. I try, man. Listen, I try. You know, so much tried to hold me back. Like, I wanted to go live yesterday, guys. I took off from work, but I was driving home, and my pressure hose from my power steering pump to my racking pinion, just, I don't know, guys. I mean, it was just shooting power steering, fluid out like crazy, just I'm like, what the fuck, right? So, you know, me not wanting to pay a mechanic because in the position of that hose was, and I haven't done it before. See, I try to be a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic, but when push comes to shove, if I don't want to pay you, I'm going to do it my damn self. Took me a little while to fix it, but I fixed it. That's why I didn't go live yesterday, because I was under that hood. And guys, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm in the Show Me State. Show me 7, I show you 8. It was hot yesterday. I think today is supposed to be around 98 degrees. I think this weekend is going to reach in the hundreds. So, and guys, listen. Right now, I'm in my car. I got the car off, and I got there. I'm not even in the air, because I don't want anything to add sound. I do have the door open a little bit. So I give you guys this work, and this is not a cool day. But I am parked in the shade, I'll tell you that. But let's get back to boxing. Enough about that. Let's get back to this work. Let's get back to this work. Mr. Shelton in the building. What is blazing? What's blazing with you, homie? All right. Man, I didn't know you're from Spain, man. See, guys, remember, when I go live tomorrow, remember, guys, you can call in if you want. Like, if you look at the picture I got up right now, where it says subscribe over my head, there is typically my number when I'm live. Call in. Guys, do your live picks. Do who you think. And then, if you got stream record it, and then upload your pic to your Instagram, to your Twitter. People done that. You know, be part of history, guys. Right now, everyone that called in on that, you know, closing in on 1 million view video, they part of history. You know, whenever people listen to that, they are part of history. I was a part of that. I was there. So I encourage you guys to please call in, give your picks, give your thoughts live. I don't even care if you gave it to me in this video. Call and do it again so the world can hear it. But let's get back. If it goes back to the chat. Remember, guys, you want to call in, you can do my number. You can do Skype. What's blazing? WHTSBLAZING. That's Skype. Or if you don't have Skype and you got Google Hangouts, if you send me your email address, I can do that. Now I'm get back to this work, guys. Well, I got about 3 minutes left. Let me get ready to walk back to my building. So, guys, I encourage you to keep on chatting with each other. I'm going to walk to the building because I know my hour is nearly up and my battery is at 14%. All right, let's get it. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Listen, guys. Pacquiao, for me, guys, I initially picked Keith Thurman to win. As the fight got closer, maybe mentally, I don't think there was anything that specifically what was done that made me change my vote. But I don't know if it changed. I'm just more now that I think it's a close fight. I still think Keith Thurman can pull it off. But guys, I'm talking about like, this is damn near a 50-50 fight, you know? This is like a 50-50 fight. I don't think Manny Pacquiao, now anything can happen, but I don't see Manny Pacquiao just going in there and just freight training through Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman is a boxer, a counterpuncher. The difference between Miguel Cotto, even though Miguel Cotto was a big fighter, Margarito was a big fighter, Oscar De La Hoya was a big fighter. These guys were big. Then now, look at the people who Pacquiao lost to. Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, Floyd Mayweather. These guys were not big fighters. It was the style that gave Pacquiao problems. It was the style that defeated him overall, not counting the fight that he lost early on in his career. It was the style. And I still, to this day, like Deontay Wilder, I believe that Pacquiao beat Tim Bradley in that first fight. But even though Pacquiao has fought some big fighters, size-wise, Cotto wasn't known for being a counterpuncher or great timing. Margarito wasn't known for being a counterpuncher. Joshua Clottey came in there just to, Clottey must have thought he was auditioning for the Ninja Turtles. He shelled up the whole fight. That motherfucker went in a turtle shell and wouldn't even peekaboo when it was safe. He was in a turtle shell so much, I thought when he was in the corner in between rounds, that motherfucker was still in the shell. Nope, not coming out, not coming out. As long as Pacquiao is in the other corner, it is not safe. He shelled up. Shane Mosley, wasn't known for being a counterpuncher. Yes, he can fight. He was known for speed and, he can fight, but he wasn't known for being like a counterpuncher. Keith Thurman's a damn good counterpuncher. Listen, guys, the best two shots, in my opinion, that work on a southpaw. Remember, whatever I say works on a southpaw, it works the same against an orthodox fighter for a southpaw as well, fighting an orthodox fighter. A left hook, lead or countering, or a straight right hand, lead or countering. Right hand to the body or right hand to the face. The jab, a lot of times, is not as effective because it's on the same exact side. That's why you see people touching the jabs when they fight an unorthodox and a southpaw fighter. But he can counter, guys. He's going to be better, guys. He's training for this fight because he's fighting a living legend, guys. Just like when Floyd said he don't watch tape because he know whoever fights him is going to try to put on their best performance. Keith Thurman's going to try to put on his best performance, guys. And ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies and gents, he's going to try to put on his best performance. And that's why I said it's not going to be an easy fight. Now, can Manny Pacquiao get him? Yeah. But remember, guys, when Thurman has shown that he can get hurt, what does Thurman do when you saw him get hurt? That motherfucker would run. That motherfucker would move. When Jose Cito Lopez called him, that motherfucker Thurman got on his bike till he can survive. I'm a survivor. I will not give. You know what I'm saying? When Collazo got him, he moved. Sean Porter got him, he moved. He is not finna sit there and trade with you. Now, could he do something out the normal? Yeah, guys, but I can't predict the normal. I can only predict what I've seen these guys do before. If Pacquiao catches Keith Thurman with a good-ass left hook, Keith Thurman is going to get the fucking moving. He's going to shell up, and then, out of nowhere, he is going to counterpunch with 2 big-ass shots. Maybe 2 to the body, maybe upstairs. And I'm telling you right now, if Keith Thurman can catch Pacquiao with them clean-ass, big-ass punches, guys, don't be surprised if he drops Pacquiao. I'm being honest. Don't be surprised. It's not too far-fetched. Don't be surprised. The one thing we saw when Manny Pacquiao faced Adrian Broner, that Pacquiao kept jumping in there. He was jumping in there. He was jumping in with them 5 and 6 punch combinations. And guys, let me ask you a question. If you can remember this, what happened with Juan Manuel Marquez? Now, I gave it away. What happened when Manny Pacquiao jumped into Juan Manuel Marquez? Similar to what Rick James, a.k.a. Dave Chappelle, told Charlie Murphy. What did the 5 finger say to the face? Smack! And guys, listen. Adrian Broner had those opportunities. If Adrian Broner did not slip and slide and just try to move and look slick and actually counterpunch, he could have had the opportunity. The thing is, would Keith Thurman take it? Would it be there for him? Guys, I'm going live. It's your boy T-Dub. Thank you guys for calling. Thank you guys for coming. Please smash the like button. I wish I could go longer, but my time is up. Here is What's Blazing in Sports.